Prior to November 1st, 2006, Adrienne Shelly was known as a star of independent movies. But after that day, everyone came to know her as the actor, writer, and director who was horrifically murdered in Manhattan. So what exactly went down at the scene of the crime? Mother to a young daughter and wife to a loving husband, actor and screenwriter Adrienne Shelly was on the cusp of fame when she was found dead in the Greenwich Village apartment she used as an office. When Shelly's husband, Andy Ostroy, hadn't heard from her all day after dropping her off that morning, he finally went to her apartment office at about 6 p.m. to check on her. That's when he made a devastating discovery. Shelly was hanging from a bedsheet tied to the shower rod in the bathroom. She had been dead for several hours. Initially, investigators assumed that the death was a suicide. Shelly's friends and family, particularly her husband, disputed this on the basis that they simply couldn't believe that she would take her own life and leave her young daughter behind.
She was making plans with our friends for the weekend, dropping off things to our daughter's school. That little girl has to grow up knowing the truth.
Upon further investigation, two major clues were found: a dusty men's size 8 footprint in the toilet in the bathroom, and the fact that the knot used to hang Shelly was tied in an unusually intricate way. She also had obvious marks above her cheeks and her right eye. Police matched the footprint to several more found downstairs on a construction site and discovered that the lead of the project was a man named Wilson Pilko. Upon visiting Wilson Pilko at his home, police spotted men's Reebok sneakers that appeared to be a similar size to the footprint discovered in the bathroom. The shoes turned out to belong to Wilson's brother, Diego Pilko, who had illegally immigrated from Ecuador and had also been working on the construction project. At first, Diego was hesitant to talk, but he eventually confessed. He told police that Adrienne Shelly had confronted him regarding noise from the construction and that she had threatened to call 911. Fearing deportation, Diego followed Shelly to her apartment, where he pushed her and she knocked her head. He then staged a suicide to shift the blame. However, this version of the story that Diego originally told the police turned out to be false. He later revealed the truth. Shelly caught him sneaking into the apartment and taking money from her purse before saying that she would call the police. Terrified of being forced to return to Ecuador, he attacked Shelly inside the apartment. During Diego's initial bail hearing after the arrest, Assistant District Attorney Marit Delosier stated, "He said he fought with the victim, tied a sheet around her neck, and dragged her to the bathroom and hung her from the shower rod." After Pilko's confession, everything fell into place. The detail of the intricate knot was even explained by his experience with tying pigs in Ecuador. It was later revealed that neck compression was Adrienne Shelly's official cause of death, which could have been from either the strangling or the staged hanging. Astonishingly, Diego Pilko pleaded not guilty before being convicted of second-degree murder. He received 25 years in prison without parole. Adrienne Shelly's story didn't stop there, though. In a bittersweet twist of fate, her film Waitress was accepted into the Sundance Film Festival after her death. In 2006, her husband, Andy Ostroy, created the Adrienne Shelly Foundation, which offers women filmmakers much-needed financial support. The nonprofit's website describes its namesake on its homepage by saying, "Adrienne Shelly was a one-of-a-kind person, funny, silly, smart, cool, and a naturally gifted actor, writer, and director. A kind, generous, beautiful soul whose infectious smile illuminated everything around her." In 2021, Ostroy made Adrienne, a documentary paying tribute to his late wife by chronicling the highs and lows of her life and career. One of the most painful moments to watch involves her declaring her hope that Waitress would make things easier for anyone else experiencing motherhood for the first time.
The actual fear of how your life is going to change, it's not spoken about.
Waitress ended up being a success that inspired a hit Broadway musical. But sadly, Shelly was never able to see it for herself.